Hello guys, welcome to this weekly recap with me, Kevin, your Golden Option Forex mentor. So for the past week of trading, from Sunday, September 15th till Friday the 20th, we had 5 opportunities. One actually coming from the previous week that I already covered in the previous video. Which was on gold. So I'm going to cover it really fast right now because the trade was closed with big profits. So 130 pips right here for gold. So what happened really fast, since I already mentioned everything about it. So we had this big uptrend due to the trade war between US and China, and technically, so that was for the fundamentals. Technically, we had this big bullish run for gold since a couple of months, I believe, or since the beginning of August. Not going to go back. I was mentioned in the previous video, and therefore price technically was blocked, was moving within this big fib upside channel. So we had reached this point till it's the high that we've made this current for the past months. So from this point we've seen gold go lower, and right here where it confluences with the bottom of the channel, also with the here the really long-term MA, which is the 200 MA in blue right here. So really the long-term MA, and also this key trend line acting as this resistance, support right here, and here slightly as support. Don't forget to see support and resistance as zones rather than precise prices. So we had this multi confluences right here, that price was either going to bounce after supporting this zone right here, or just break out and continue its downwards movement. But as you can see from this point on, price right here in H4, so 4 hours, more reliable than lower term time frames, started doing higher highs, higher lows, and we saw this spike right here to 130 pips, our last TP on gold, and had also this supply and demand zone right here that acted a lot right here as a support, breakout, resistance, and resistance again right here, and then breakout on the above. So that's what happened for 130 pips right here on AUD USD. Another really great trade to the T, literally. So we had this downside opportunity on H1, and as you can see right here, many confluences once again. But you can see at first right here the top of this, the main resistance right here that was retested once, twice, and 3 times right here, and even 4 times right here before breaking lower this key trend line once again. So the trend line acting as a resistance right here, it's a zone, don't forget. So right here as support right here, support right here, support. This was the gap after market open. You can see on the right here in the date that right here was the 13th and the 15th right here, the opening. So the big gap, but still support right here, and then breakout, retest, and then we had the move. So 4 times that this big supply and demand or support and resistance zone was retested. So after the breakout of it, we were expecting a pullback, but also with the fib for more confirmation. So from the previous high to the previous low, 50 level right here, went a bit down and came to do a double top right here before seeing this big bearish movement on the downside, and a pullback and deeper movement to hit eventually on September 19th to the T, literally right here, 90 pips in profit. So really nice, efficient and simple trade right here. Euro AUD, what happened? A bullish opportunity on 240, so H4, 4 hours. What happened right here? You can see that we're coming, from this top right here, this main high. So on August 7th, we've seen price from then go on the downside till this point right here, where price started doing higher highs and higher lows. So after right here, the first impulsion, we expected the correction, and with our fibs, last low right here, so in an uptrend, so from last low to last high, 50% level right here, almost 61.8, but you can see that right here, this high was slightly broken. So right here, this lower high right here that we can see with the H right here. So price closed right here at 1.6126.8. Right here it opened at 1.6120, and right here price, this candle came above the price right here. So at the closing right here, closing price right here, so 1.6130, so 10 pips above right here. It's kind of a zone too. You could have drawn a zone, but you can see that price was looking really forward to just make a, right now it's either a bullish opportunity for a while, or it's maybe just doing a pullback, a big pullback from this big impulsion right here, and maybe we'll see it stop right here, 61.8 right here, or 78.6, we never know, but it's looking good to get more opportunities on the upside. And returning back to the trade right here, you see right here like the completion of the pullback. You see with this big first bullish engulfing candle that price was looking forward to go on the upside. We enter right here on this doji in here, so we hit 192 pips on just the day after, so still as the last trade on September 19, as the previous trade that I mentioned. So 192 pips right here, really nice, at precisely the round price 1.63, so to the T right here. You can even see on the H right here, the wick literally went 1.5 pip higher, so it was really exit king on this trade on GBP GPY. Unfortunately, we had the loss right here, but it's part of the game. And right here, second touch, which is a higher low, and making higher highs too. Here was the third touch of the trend line, this key trend line acting as support, and we saw price come and break that key trend line, holding since September 9th, and you can see price break, pull back, but we didn't wait for maybe just another bearish candle to close below this 134.33. Maybe if we would have waited for the closure of the next candle, if it would have been bearish, the trend would be confirmed, but it just decided to go on the upside. Sorry for that, and hit our stop loss at 60 pips right here. So one trade in here with the other GBP pair that was lost, unfortunately. The other GBP trade lost. So on GU right here on 30 minutes, so really low time frame, we had another bearish opportunity. So supposedly that was actually a loss. So we had this support right here as the trend line pictures in here. So this low and this low were connecting together, and from here you can see that it was making higher lows, and you can see this higher low right here. So after the break of here, we saw also that this to the body, this these candles were breaking the body of these previous ones, but don't forget that support and resistance are zones, so we would, this was actually maybe not actually, it was just a retest of this key support right here, and that's why it bounced. But we would have waited for more confirmation as the previous trade, for a bearish candle, then the trade would have been confirmed. But right here, after the break of this after price broke this trend line, we waited for the retest with fibs for more confirmation. So from previous high to previous low, we were expecting a 50% level right here alongside the touch of the trend line, but it decided to do otherwise and go up, pull back, and exit us at 39 pips right here. We're still in a really profitable week with 300 plus, so 313 to be exact, pip net profit this week. So it's a massive week. We've been, doing better and better for the previous months, going from 150, 200, 250, 300 pips. So we're having a really good time right here. So with gold, the previous previous week's trade, 130 pips completed this week. AUD USD. So here there's an S, but it's actually a D that was supposed to be here. AUD USD 90 pips. Euro AUD 182 pips. GU and GJ unfortunately minus 39 and minus 60 pips for a total of 300 plus 330. So if you want to follow this quality of trading, you can follow us at goldenoptiontrading.com. Enter your email to stay tuned for more updates, coming courses or services that would provide you guys with a lot more of value. And we sometimes have some giveaways, so you definitely want to be part of this. And you can follow us at Golden Option Trading on Instagram. So with 55.3k followers, pay attention to the number of followers before following and further even giving money to somebody, because there's a lot of scammers right now taking our information, our intellectual property, our logo, everything, and trying to bypass us and steal your money, and at the same time ruin our reputation. So stay aware of who you're following, and one indicator to do is the followers. These fake pages don't have as us in terms of followers, and at Golden Option for the Francophone account with 19.7k followers, guys. So I hope you got an amazing week of trading, that you profited of the trades with us, and therefore, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Take care, huh?